Hello everyone and welcome to another Friday artwork video. So we are up to Champions of Kamigawa. Very interesting set, very interesting artwork. Good news on this, with this particular set, a couple of things. Obviously I've done a set musings for this before, so I'll include a link to that if you want to know a little bit more about the set. But probably more importantly, for those that like it when I open stuff on the channel, there is a whole load of videos where I've opened packs of product around this time, and that does include Champions of Kamigawa. There's actually 2 videos, so I'll include links to that. Yeah, I think probably lucky enough might even have tournament packs as well as boosters. So anyway, any links I'll include in the description. But let's get on to the first cards. So here we go. This is our Cage of Hands. So let's just zoom in a little bit so we can really focus in on the artwork, which is basically the point of these videos. So yeah, because I've got those unboxings, I'll just do this on the fly, but I might not feature quite so many cards here because of course I've got pack opening. But the advantage with, of course, this video is if you like the artwork, that's the whole point, is that you get a bit closer than when I do any unboxings. So we see how we go. Probably I'll end up showing everything, but who knows. I'll also definitely feature anything where it's it's a rare, and also any foils. Hopefully, and this isn't the case with this one, but sometimes I do have them both in foil and not foil. So Ghostly Prison. Let's try and give you a bit of a better idea of the foiling. There you go. Yeah, very nice foiling on this one actually. So there's also some quite strange artwork as well. Okay. So Harsh Deceiver. And of course the links I'm going to include to do with set musings episodes will go through all of the mechanics and stuff like that. So I'm probably going to gravitate a little bit as well towards some of the spirit cards, as you can see there, mainly because they do remind me a lot of other types of magic cards I like, and how it might be reflected in the artwork, and that's elementals. We also might find there's a lot more legendaries, maybe because of the fact that they were printing legends in this set at lower rarities. What else can we show on camera? I just want to make sure I didn't inadvertently skip over the rares. I'll leave that one on a little bit longer anyway. There's lots of interesting stuff going on in the background. Yeah. Strange, I don't seem to see any rares in white. The other thing about this as well, a lot of the, I wouldn't say the kitsune art's similar, but some of the cards have obviously similar looking characters on there. Yeah, a lot of these fox clerics and fox wizards. There's one card that's to me has echoes in some way of the previous block. Oh, actually, I found one here where I've got foil and non-foil, so that'll be good. So, there's Silent Chant Zubiri in its foiled version. There's the non-foil one, and let's see if we can get them both on camera at the same time. So you can see what it does, you know, a couple of things is it quite considerably alters the way the colour looks. And I've often noticed like foiling up white cards often makes it look very artifact-like, just in terms of the borders. So the white bordering turns into more of a sort of metallic border there. But yeah, interesting to see the difference between those two. Just get another card on here. So I got one of these Sorcery Arcane cards. I think that's all I want to really show in white. Let's start off with blue here. So obviously we're going through these in order of mana colour, but within that it looks like these are organised by, oh dear, maybe increasing mana perhaps. Oh yeah, some scary looking spirit cards. There's quite a few with that sort of hungry ghost, no-faced vibe to them, I think. And yeah, and also a number of other cards, I think when I think about the set, tend to remind me of this period in Magic. Oh dear. This is the problem when you try and be too precise, it ends up backfiring on you. Yeah, I always found this next one super creepy. Yeah, what's causing the problem here and why they're twisting around is I noticed, and this is really random, some of these cards have a real slight, really subtle bend to them. It's almost unnoticeable until you actually get them on a flat surface, and then they start to sort of spin around a little bit. Yeah, I seem to be gravitating towards the spirits. I make no apologies for that. For me, at least, they seem to have the most interesting artwork on them. I'm also probably not doing a very good job of highlighting anything legendary, although I've just noticed it with this one. So we've got a legendary enchantment shrine coming up. And so I was going to try and include all the legendaries, even though they weren't all at higher rarities. Might even have our first rare in a moment, actually. I'm quite surprised, and I'm having to just double check. And I've not missed anything. Okay, where did I get to? Okay, so here's the first rare we're going to feature. Anybody recognise this card? Puts illusions into play. Decisions. So we've got an enchantment here, as it would be known later on, an aura, but at this point they didn't feature that particular wording. Okay. Peer through depths. And you probably noticed, like, we've got a lot of arcane spells here, where they sort of subtype to the domain of either being an instant or a sorcery. Also has a reference to arcane, which obviously was a feature because of splicing to arcane, which, and that wasn't planned, we're going to see on the next card. This is a card with splice into arcane on it, which is psychic puppetry, and a rather disturbing piece of artwork. Yeah, so there's a lot of this, you know, like peer through, reach through, sift through in the namings. So you see here's reach through, which we got draw a card for a single blue, instant speed. And then we have sift through. So here, drawing 2 cards, then discard a card. But that other thing there, if you played a spell named Peer Through Depths and a spell named Reach Through Depths, I don't know if I've got the Unspeakable. We'll see. So yeah, there was a combo in the set. Yeah, I've forgotten about that. Ooh. Well, what do you know? Not quite yet, but in a moment. Right, what do I want to feature here? Let's have a look at one of the Sorotami ones. Oh, here's one of these flip cards. I'm not sure the best way to show this. So you've got, that's on the flip side there, creature you control have flying. So it flips into a legendary creature from a regular creature. Then we have the artwork, but you can see there sort of split down the middle. Okay, another spirit, because I just can't resist these very strange cards. And then I think, if my memory serves me correctly, one of the reasons why I remember this one, which is Time Stop, ends the term. Wasn't this reprinted in 10th edition? I'm not sure. Okay, so yes, that's one of the rares I pulled. The other rare is the aforementioned, although it is called the Unspeakable, so I don't know if I should really mention it. And there's the Unspeakable. Okay, moving on to black. Oh yes, a favourite sort of card of mine. We have destroy target land or non-black creature, it can't be regenerated, which, as many of you may know, is Befoul. And we have Befoul. Oh, wow. Okay, we do have this card. This is another rare. Cranial Extraction. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing a mask theme here with the spirits. So if we go on to this card, which you might recognise, a lot of these cards you'll notice actually reference. There's a lot of card referencing in this set, which I'd not really thought about until I started going through these now. But yeah. Oh wow, there's so many interesting cards to look at. I think this could be a long video. And like I said, I'm not necessarily featuring everything here. But I just feel so drawn to the artwork on these spirits. Flying Soul Shift 2/2 is indeed gibbering Kami. Another flyer, another spirit. Kami remaining of the waning moon. And another legendary creature. Interestingly enough, this is a demon spirit. So it's a 9/9. Beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice Kura Pit Lord unless you play 4 black. Oh yeah. The rat samurais that were in the set. They always had pretty amusing artwork. Oh, this is pretty scary. Another enchantment. When you position it, actually makes me want to go back and rewatch my own set Musings episode because it's got me really interested. Oh wow. Okay. It's more a sigh of being just spoilt for choice here. Because there's just so much good stuff. I'm trying to remember as well, I always get the feeling that Ragged Veins was reprinted. Did that? Yeah. I'm not sure. Did that get reprinted in the Commander deck? I don't know why. I just recognise it from some sort of deck. Yeah, and as well, interesting in a set where you've got, you know, spirits or anything like that, you know, see these set specific destruction spells, target non-spirit creature. Well, you got Rend Flesh and Rend Spirit. So one does non-spirits, one does spirits. Another rather nightmarish spirit coming up. And obviously Rend Spirit takes care of. I have actually trouble seeing what is going on this next card. It's pretty complex. It's another arcane spell, instant speed. Splice into arcane. Soulless Revival. So I'm still on black here, so what do I want to do? Should I just... yeah, let's jump over that. Right. So, back to some foils. Got both in foil and non-foil here. So, Walking Nightmare, which is a discard spell. And then you can see nice bit of foiling there. And then there's a regular one. Okay, and then the two side by side. Sort of see there. So yeah, cool to see how that pops. So I'll just leave that on there for the moment while I sort out my binder. Okay. So we're going to be on to red in a moment. Take a look at this one, see if there's anything interesting going on in the background. Not sure. There's a number of cards that like sort of have Ronin, samurai type figures on them, all sort of done up in the armour. Also, yeah, in this set we have Desperate Ritual. And surprise, surprise, another Spirit. Okay. So I'm just seeing what's coming up. You can obviously see this. Must be a little bit annoying, but okay. So there's another spirit, and another interesting red card. Lava spike. That. So, yeah, legendary creature. So here's our rare in red. And then we've got Soul of Magma. 2/2 for 3 and 2 red. Oh yeah, that's quite good on camera. Let's see what this looks like. This is an ogre. So 3/3 for 5 with Mountain Walk. And see how this one looks as well. Being a bit more selective in red here to avoid sort of repeating some of the stuff in terms of just the look and things. Oh wow. Right, another spirit talking about repeating things, but there you go. Burgraft. Not sure if there's anything more in the background of this card. This is Commune with Nature. I imagine that would be pretty interesting as a foil, actually. And yeah. Well, this was a heavy spirit set, so you know. What can I say? There's a Kashi Tribe Warrior. We were looking at sort of a snake deck in the episode of deck musings, aren't we? Okay. We've got a few more legendary creatures on this page. First one being Kadama. Actually, this was the set, wasn't it? With yeah. Right. Okay. I'll be there in a moment, but I think you know what card I'm thinking of because of the previous one. So we've got Kadama's Might, but favoured of a lot of people, Kadama's Reach. Search your library for 2 basic land cards, reveal those cards, put 1 into play tapped and the other into your hand, then shuffle your library for 2 and a green. But look at that artwork. Reminds me of any horror film where you've got like a severed hand or severed skeletal hand, you know, propelling itself along the floor, crawling across the floor. What do I want to do here? Yeah, we're in green. Let's just feature a lot of snakes, shall we? Might as well feature this, seeing as it was in the theme deck we looked at on Monday. And what do you know? Another spirit. Yeah, very interesting thematic artwork in this set. And I do have this as well. So this was a legendary at Uncommon. You would have seen this in the Deck Musings episode. There we go. Okay. Yeah, let's put some of these. So we have Soul Shaper. It's one of the cards which cares about spirits or arcane, which, as I've said, was a thing. And then let's have a close look at another card which features in Monday's episode. This one, Strength of Cedars, so scales off the land. And yep, another spirit. I'm not sure if I've ever attempted to build a Soul Shift deck. I'm trying to think if it's ever come up in an episode of either Commander Durdle or Commander Fodder. Just don't remember. Right, so yep, all the artifacts all the time. So first up, one Shaku. And we have this. You recognise this one. Nine ring bow. Rito Lantern. Okay. So here we go. At Uncommon, and also featured in Monday's deck. I think you know what this is. Sensei's Divining Top. Let's just take some time to appreciate top, shall we? Now I did pull a rare artifact. I don't know if anybody can remember the rare artifacts in this set. I don't know if anybody wants to try and guess before I put it on camera. It's a bit of a giveaway because again it references itself down the bottom. Okay, so there were actually some non-basics in the set. I tend to forget, I must admit. And here you go. So we've got these ones. So tap, add colourless mana to mana pool 1, add white or blue to mana pool, but it doesn't untap during the next untap step. But lovely artwork. I think I'll show you something at the end. There's a bit of a treat here, a bit of a bonus. I don't know how well this is going to fit on camera, but something I kept. Which, aficionados of specific magic product might be interested in. So there's the black red one. So these were uncommon, but I was also lucky enough to get a rare legendary land from the set, just one. So this one, if you remember it, Minamo. So the thing I wanted to show you, and maybe I'll bring this up from the bottom here. So in the, if you've ever, I don't know if you've been lucky enough to ever open a tournament deck, but this is what you get inside of a tournament deck as well, in addition to the cards. So a tournament deck is, I think, equivalent to around, I can never remember if it's 3 boosters or 4 boosters plus some land. Yeah, plus some land in there. And when they were basically used in sealed tournaments. So what you would normally do is get a tournament deck, and then if it was the large set, you'd get a couple of packs from the large set. But then if it was a smaller set, you'd get the tournament deck, and then the say 2 packs from the smaller set. So it's around, I suppose it's around equivalent of maybe 4 boosters, something like that. But in those tournament packs, you got a little thing like this, which had, explained things to do with the set that was specific to the set. So no surprise, I kept these. I've probably got the original boxes knowing me, just because, well, probably they're being used to house other things, but yeah, a bit about splicing to arcane, soul shift, those sort of things. So I've got a question actually. Anybody that played Magic or went to pre-releases at the time when they were using tournament packs, did they use tournament packs at pre-releases? I'd be curious to know. I know they used them, I believe they used them at events, obviously at tournaments, but I don't know whether that extended to using them at pre-releases as well. So hopefully you enjoyed that. I certainly enjoyed going through that. It was interesting to see lots of cards, different sorts of artwork as well, that were quite different because of the theme of the set. Thanks once again for watching. Bye for now, and I will catch you in a future video.